so many people wonder if heaven is true. Many of them think that it isn't real at all, and they live their life according to this belief. However, there are some who have experienced something so powerful that they couldn't help but believe in heaven. Welcome back to my channel. Today we will discuss the unbelievable stories of people who saw heaven with their own eyes. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe for more interesting videos. Also, please like and share this video with your friends. Let's dive in. 10. George Muller. George Muller was an evangelist from Germany whose mission was to preach the Word of God and teach people about Christianity. He traveled the world sharing his faith until he passed away in 1928. George Muller was born in 1805 in a small village in Germany. His parents were poor and uneducated, but they had great faith in God. From an early age, George could hear God speaking to him directly, and he knew that his purpose in life was to spread the Christian message. When George was 19, he became an apprentice at a surgeon's house. It was here that he met the love of his life, Trude. The two got married shortly after and had 5 children together. Tragically, his wife died when he was 37, leaving him alone to raise his 5 children by himself. Despite the personal tragedy, George continued to spread his faith in God. In fact, in 1842, he founded the Gospel for the Youth Association. This association would later be known as Muller Orphanage. George ran this orphanage for many years, caring for thousands of children who had been abandoned or orphaned during the war. As time went on, George's work began to expand, and he eventually founded several other institutions, including a hospital and a Bible school. All these projects were funded by donations from people around the world who heard about his good work. George Muller never asked for money directly, but simply told people what he was doing, and they willingly gave what they could. Over the course of his lifetime, George Muller saw incredible success in spreading the Word of God. He is credited with starting over 100 churches in Germany, Austria, Switzerland, and Scandinavia. He also wrote over 60 books which have been translated into more than 20 languages. But perhaps his greatest accomplishment was the countless lives he touched through his work at the Muller Orphanage. Thousands of children who grew up in the orphanage were given a chance at a better life, thanks to George Muller's dedication and hard work. George Muller's story is one of faith, hope, and redemption. He dedicated his life to serving God and helping others, and in doing so, he made an indelible mark on the world. His legacy continues to inspire people today to follow their dreams no matter how impossible they may seem. 9. John Burke. John Burke is a former police officer who had a near-death experience while responding to a call in 2003. While attending to an unresponsive woman, Burke felt a sudden jolt and then blacked out. He was later revived by paramedics and taken to the hospital, where doctors discovered that he had suffered a massive heart attack. Burke spent several weeks in a coma before being released from the hospital. During his time in the coma, Burke claims to have visited heaven. He says that he saw a bright white light and heard a voice calling his name. He also claims to have seen his deceased father and grandfather who welcomed him into heaven. Once he was released from the hospital, Burke shared his story with the world, and many people were amazed by what he had to say. He said that when he arrived in heaven, he was greeted by his loved ones who had passed away before him. They were all happy to see him and welcomed him with open arms. Burke also said that he saw an opportunity to return to Earth and finish his mission. He realized that he had not yet done everything he wanted to do, and felt compelled to go back and try again. When he woke up from his coma, he knew that he had been given a second chance at life, and was determined to make the most of it. Since his near-death experience, Burke has become a motivational speaker. He travels around the country sharing his story and inspiring people to never give up hope. He is also an advocate for heart health awareness and urges people to get regular checkups and make lifestyle changes that can improve their overall health. Burke's story is a reminder that life is precious and should not be taken for granted. It is also a testament to the power of hope and the human spirit. Number 8. Pastor Benny Hinn. Benny Hinn is a popular Israeli preacher and author who is known for his faith-healing ministries. He has written several books on the subject and has held numerous conferences and seminars around the world. In his book, My Life in the Lord's Service, Hinn recounts his personal experiences with heaven and the afterlife. According to Hinn, he had a vision of heaven when he was just 9 years old. He described it as a magnificent, glorious place filled with indescribable beauty. Hinn also said that he saw angels and saints in heaven and that the atmosphere was one of peace and joy. Fast forward a few years, and Hinn was traveling in India in 1992 when he had another vision of heaven. This time, Hinn claims to have entered heaven for 15 minutes. He said that he saw streets of gold, pearly gates, a river of life, trees bearing 12 different fruits and 4 living creatures. He also saw Jesus Christ in the throne room and worshipped him. Hinn's descriptions of heaven are vivid and detailed. He paints a picture of a place that is beyond our earthly comprehension, yet full of peace, joy, and wonder. He believes that heaven is a literal place that we can go when we die, and that it is filled with all of the wonders that we can imagine. Hinn's visions of heaven have had a profound impact on his ministry. He uses them to encourage people to put their faith in Jesus Christ and to prepare for life after death. He believes that by sharing his experiences, he can help people come closer to God and understand the plan that he has for them. Whether or not one believes in Hinn's visions of heaven, they can still appreciate the beauty and wonder that he describes. His stories are a reminder that there is something beyond this world that we cannot comprehend. Number 7, Kevin and Amanda's story. Kevin and Amanda are a married couple who both had near-death experiences. Both of them were able to describe what they saw in heaven in great detail. The two met each other in church and started talking. They soon fell in love and got married. After a few years of marriage, they decided to have a baby. Unfortunately, during the pregnancy, Amanda started feeling sick, and she went to the hospital. It turned out that she had a rare medical condition, and the only way to save her life was to remove the baby through an emergency C-section. She survived the surgery, but she was told that she might never be able to have children again. Amanda was devastated. She always wanted to be a mother, and now she didn't know if it was ever going to happen. But then something amazing happened. She had a vision of heaven. In her vision, she saw Jesus. He told her that she would have a son, and that her son would be a prophet of the Lord. She also saw a beautiful white horse, and she knew that this was her son. When she woke up from the vision, Amanda knew that she had to share it with Kevin, so she told him everything she had seen. Kevin listened to her, and then he had a similar vision. He saw the same things that Amanda saw, including the beautiful white horse. At first they thought that these were just random visions, But then something even more amazing happened. Amanda became pregnant, and when she gave birth, she had a baby boy. They named him Prophet, just like Jesus had told her. To this day, Kevin and Amanda believe that their visions of heaven were real. They say that they saw proof of heaven and that it is definitely real. Number 6, Mary Goes to Heaven. Mary is an elderly woman who recently passed away. Before she died, she had a near-death experience and saw heaven firsthand. According to Mary, when she died, she was greeted by a beautiful white light. She felt a sense of peace and love wash over her and knew that she had gone to heaven. She said that the streets of gold were real and that she saw angels walking among the clouds. Mary also saw her loved ones who had passed away before her, and they were all overjoyed to see her. She said that she felt a sense of joy and happiness that she had never felt before. According to Mary, when she tried to describe what she saw in heaven, words failed her. She said that the beauty and wonder of the place could not be described in human language. After returning from heaven, Mary's perspective on life changed completely. She said that she no longer feared death because she knew that it was just a transition to an even better place. She also became more active in her church and started volunteering at a local soup kitchen. She wanted to help those in need because she knew that they might be her loved ones in heaven. Before she passed away, Mary shared her story with her family and friends. She said that she wanted to remind them that heaven is real and that it is worth striving for. Her story was a source of comfort to many who knew her, and they found strength in her words. Mary's story is a reminder that death is not the end. There is a beautiful place waiting for us after we pass away, and it is full of love, peace, and joy. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any new videos. Please like and share this video if you enjoyed it.